And the scoreboard, they did that. They didn't cop goals against them in that second term, and it gives them the chance now with the wind. If they bring in probably the same playing style around the contest, they'll probably eat away at the lead. But it's not. It's all said and done. Like Tranquilli said a quarter time, the wind doesn't do it for you. So let's see how they crack in this quarter. Will Anarkas get back into being the ball magnet he was?
The president of the Andrew Haining Fan Club, BWS, to get us underway in the second half. Sorry, Will, you're not going to.
No, I will. It's a nice little segue, so why not? As Haining versus Jarvis. Jarvis got that knocked down. Ball goes nowhere except straight into the arms of that man in Gary Conyers, and we'll have a restart. Haining that time got the little knock on. Hill got a little fingertipper on it, then goes after the football again, this way, that way. Lots of players, as we saw at the start of this match, surrounding that centre bounce. And we'll do it for a third time inside the first 25 seconds of this third term. Nice little knockdown from Haining to Johnson, who kicks it up towards the half-forward line. In there was Tabernar. He got a little handball on it. And now it's Heath Scotland for the Sharks on the right boot. Sends it out towards the Dandenong Hills side of the ground as Sam Myers takes the mark. Short passes on, getting down low. James Sia-Cavallas takes the mark. Just pops it back over the top there for Myers, who might have been able to run on with it a little bit then. Gave up the football though. Comes out now. He's Baton Leach. Handball backwards to go forward. Stolen there by Saville. He met pretty heavy Matty Langdon and saw it over the boundary line and out of bounds. Let's cross down boundary side. Thanks to chiropractic betting. Here's Esmond.
It's actually Lachlan, but yeah, we'll go with that. So crowds really come out down here for this second half. They're really getting behind the Montrose faithful.
Yeah, the crowd always builds when the guy at the gate leaves at half-time, and you can get it, save your $8 and put it straight over the bar.
If you're any good, just sneak in anyway.
Good on you, Seymour. You scammer.
He would walk over Mount Dandenong to get in for free.
He did. He come right over the top of that mountain there.
Seb Goodman over the football then and picks himself up very close to the boundary. A little bit of argy-bargy going on, but a quick restart to separate that. Haining to Goodman. Heard that a lot of times over the years, and his kick went straight down the throat of Matty Schimmelbusch. 202 fantastic games for the Doncaster Football Club as the kick there by Myers goes up and a strong grab taken by Colinari. So just doing it in bits and pieces at the moment. Jarvis creates a lead. Instead, it went down down towards Sia-Cavallas, who took a strong grab. They kicked it to Lumacheesi. Over the back of him, he's Cooper. He couldn't trap the football. He's kicked 5 first-half goals. And over the boundary line, it goes for a boundary throw. In 17 points is the margin. It's deep in Doncaster's forward line, and they lead it by 17 points.
Do you reckon Lumacheesi got underneath it or pushed? Or?
You'd think he might have been tunnelled, do you, Gav?
Well, he reckons.
A little bit, yeah, it was a little bit.
The umpires don't like the cheese.
It's Haining winning his own ruck tap, but it comes out to Anarkas, who kicks it off the right boot around the corner, and a goal early on. It might be the chiropractic betting goal of the day, but Doncaster move on to 7-4-46, 23-point lead. Montrose a 3-5-23. 3 minutes gone, third term on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
Need to practice that during the week, Gav.
The chiropractic betting. I love the finish. You always like a check side from straight in front, don't you? And it looked real good.
It was a great goal and a start that they were after too. So they're double the score out here, Doncaster.
Luckily, it's not a huge score.
46 plays 23. Stacks on the mill in the middle again, and we'll have a bounce. Pye throws it up now. Jarvis went early. We'll give that one to him. Soupy that time. See Vallis snap around the body up towards the half-forward line. Nicely trapped there by Coleman, but an equally great tackle there by Lindgren, and the umpire will bounce it at true centre half-forward.
Just one for our chiropractic betting boundary riders. I'm certain Caruso went off the ground in the first term with what looked like a hamstring niggle. He got it strapped up and hasn't come back out. I haven't seen him in about a quarter and a half, so maybe something for you to check out.
Goodman was looking for Vesio. Ball bounced away from him. Malloy over the pill for the Sharks. Hands it back to the umpire. Just forward for Doncaster. Haining, another knockdown. Gets it out of Narcas, who just kicked an absolute ripper. We're about 30 out. He's brought to ground, and we'll have another stoppage. Pye throws it up. Haining over the back, flicked it out. Here's Beninga, couldn't quite pick the football up. Eventually an up and under kick goes out towards the wing position. Nicely trapped there by Scotland. Now on the left, drives it towards Lumacheesy, and the big fella couldn't get, well, he got close to it, but the kick wasn't where he wanted it to be, and he sees it bounce over in front of him, about 25, 30 metres out from goal. Throws it in now, Haining over the back. Malloy was in there, trapped the football, got it out to Hill. Hill got it a further afield there to Saville. Saville on the left boot, kicks it long, and it moved to the right-hand side.
The cheese was lurking.
He was
worried about the fence. Should have taken a mark.
Minor score is the result, and even 4 goals is the margin out here at Montrose Recreation Reserve. 5 minutes gone in the third term.
So Montrose looking to hit their target with this kick out, but it's been very slow and all options may be covered. Long kick to Hoare in the centre of the ground, takes the mark in front of Schimmelbusch. He's looking further afield on his left, and he just spots up the Doncaster sweeper, and the quick hands off to Myers, who gets it to Hooper, and Hooper takes it at half back. Grandstand side of Montrose Recreation Reserve. So the big opportunity for Montrose was stopped pretty quickly, and Scotland is navigating the wing side close to the grandstand. He's marshalling his troops to find position. Hooper's one of them, gets it inboard into the centre and finds Ryan. Ryan stopped from playing on by Hams. Long, now they go. Lumacheesy last onto it, but it doesn't get to him at ground level. Picked up by Lindgren, taken high maybe, but still gets his kick away. Chopped off mark taken by Myers.
He's been good, Myers.
He looks to get it in the pocket. He just puts it in front. Just too high for the leading option in Alessi. And a push in the back goes the way of Montrose. So a leaving free kick.
Conyers.
And Conyers will get up with the ball. He's looking out wide still and shares it with a teammate. As Montrose have got all men covered by the look of it. So a long kick on the outer side from half back to half forward. Hoare's underneath it, holds his opponent at his back. Taberner burst onto it, his kick didn't really connect with his boot too well, and it's been chopped off and hits the boundary line on the outer side. Let's go down. Talking of boundary, let's go down to our boundary riders for chiropedic betting.
Just an update on Sam Caruso, boys. Yes, was a little bit of a niggle on the hamstring, just a bit strapped. They're taking every precaution they can, just keeping him off it now. You might see him come on late in this quarter.
Ryan got the handball out wide, and Narcus came in to help out Sia Cavalis, went without the football, and charging over the top there, Grimwood couldn't pick it up either, and 3 players hit the deck, and we'll have a bounce. About 75 out from the Montrose goals. They need one, and they need one soon. Haining knocked it down. Fogarty, a little bit of a grubber kick. Over the boundary line it goes. Some of the stats that matter at the 7.5 minute mark in this third term, thanks to Choose Tap. Grant Campbell.
Hit outs, Montrose leading 11-3. The clearances their way 5-4.
Throws the ball back in now. Fogarty, little handball over the top there, looking for Hooper and beat him. Here's Coleman, linked up well in the middle. Anarka's handball went sideways. Looking for Schimmelbusch. Got the handball away eventually, but really went to no one. Vesio went after it again, and in there also was Grimwood, and we'll have a bounce. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. 98.1 Radio Eastern, the home of the Eastern Football League, and EFL.org.au. Streaming around the globe. We've got Brush out there listening. Nice. This afternoon, as always, as Hoare takes the mark. He's been the focal point for Montrose. He's already kicked 2 this afternoon, and it is very, very important that he goes back and kicks this goal, Ray.
Yeah, it is important because they've got to hit the scoreboard because time's running out for them. If they can't rely on the last quarter to make up 5 or 6 goals. They've got to start pegging it back now.
Biggest kick for Montrose so far this afternoon, and it is absolutely perfect. Hoare gets his 3rd on the board, and it's just what the doctor ordered for the Montrose Football Club. Bendigo Bank scoreboard 9 minutes into this third term, moving then on to 4-5-29. Doncaster 7-5-47. Let's go around the grounds with those important halftime scores. Here's Dyson Baker.
Yeah, plenty of action going on. Baldwin lead by 4 points over Roval, a 34-point lead, as you heard from Davis Harrigan over Norwood. to East Ringwood. Blackburn lead by 14 points over Knox, a 19-point lead to Noble Park over North Ringwood, and a 40-point lead to Vermont over South Croydon. In Division 2, Bayswater by 17 points over Mulgrave, Murrelbach by 26 points over Croydon, Donny East lead Mitcham by 23 points, and the Waverley Blues by a solitary point over Lilydale.
Coleman now doing the ruck. That's the leaper Doncaster needed, but it's Montrose going forward, trying to share it at centre forward. Mark, the kick was smothered. Grimwood comes in again to be the tackler, and he's been a good little player, gets involved, and he's got a bit of dash around the packs. So it's ball up centre forward. Montrose going to the scoring end. It's been taken by Doncaster out of the pack. Centre of the ground, nice mark. Underneath it was Monks. And he had a couple around him when he took it. So it's a good mark in the centre of Montrose Reserve, Recreation Reserve. Goes out wide to the outer side. Running onto it is Alessi. Gets it into Lumachisi. The bounce of the ball. All goal number 6 coming up. No, missed by Cooper. He was the last man standing, and he went off the deck, and he missed it to the left side for a minor score. Now the lead's 19 points.
Unless he's gone forward for Doncaster in this term, and he's been pretty lively the few times it's gone up there.
Back in Doncaster at centre forward. It's Malloy. Gets stopped as soon as he got some momentum up, as Doncaster look to get a goal from the kick out. Centre forward, the ball up is Haining, tall. Wins the tap, and it comes back to him. Hands it off to Emberson. He's been taken in a tackle and taken to ground. Another ball up, 40-odd metres from the goals of Doncaster. They have a 19-point lead. They led by 19 by kicking the first 3 goals in the first 13 minutes, and it's been a good arm wrestle. Some inspiring goals scored by both Cooper and Hoare. Cooper for Doncaster has 5, and Hoare, just kicking the last, has got 3. Now the ball's in dispute at centre forward for Doncaster. Hand pass out by Saville. Shares it out, up and under to the goal square. Big pressure for Montrose. Garthwaite did nicely, but at ground level, the Doncaster pick it up. And a flying shot is missed as Cooper was looking for his 6th. But it's only a minor score. Doncaster is 7-49. Montrose 4-5, 29. 11.5 minutes gone, third term.
One thing that is evident in this quarter, once again, is that the endeavour of Doncaster, they are harder at the ball. If Montrose want to get back in this game, they've got to change something up, because if they just keep going the way they are, they're not going to whittle the lead.
Well, in all 3 quarters so far, Doncaster's first 10 minutes of each quarter has been excellent, and it's taken Montrose that 5-10 minutes to actually get back into the game at the start of each term. So they can't afford to do that in the last quarter if the game is still within their reach.
So Beninga.
Mel Beninga.
Oh, nice.
It's a perler of a kick towards Hams over the top there. Here's Coleman, had a little bit of time as well, and he'll drive the ball up towards
Jeez!
Jeez!
Yes!
Guilty on the second bite. The big man, well, he got up high for him, which was only 20 centimetres, but he pulled down an absolute beauty in the end, and he's already kicked 1 goal. He'll go back. One of the greatest kicking actions you will ever see in our league. He comes in now. He's usually a dead-eye Dick. He sets sail for goal, and he kicks it straight over the goal up high as head. They've been peppering the Sharks in the last few minutes, and they got the result. A great bit of play there, a good lead and a good goal. That's his second. And on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, 12.5 minutes into this third term, the margin is back out to a 26-point game.
How cool is he under pressure? He's got ice in those blue veins.
Well, even with the Moz, that was the biggest setup of all time there by BWS, and he still kicked it.
I was just watching Andrew Haining, though. From that kick out from the behind, Andrew Haining was not happy that they didn't kick it to him, because he had so much height over his opponent.
Ham should have marked it, and now it's his teammate working it with McArdle. They share it inside 50. That's beautiful from the centre clearance.
That's the
Pass
best
in there to Schilling.
That's
takes
the
it
best
in
bit of
front.
play we've seen all day from Montrose.
So they win the centre contest, and they've just got to work off Haining. He's doing such a great job in there. And finally, they get out in the open with 1 or 2 hand passes, and Schilling runs in, takes it out in front, kicking now from 40 metres out. This will be the quick answer that is required to get it back to 20-point differential. He just lopes in, puts it over the goal umper, doesn't move. Bang! Goal to Montrose, 5-5-35. Schilling's first, and Doncaster is 8-7-55. 13.5 minutes, third term on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
And the big man, Andrew Haining, who we've been calling him all day, he's just come off the ground for a rest. So it's going to be very interesting to just see how these centre clearances go out now.
Well, you see that Big Jarvo's off the ground as well, so both sides in with their second ruckman in at the centre bounce at the moment.
Well, it's just what they needed, wasn't it, the Montrose Football Club? As Hall goes up that time against Coleman, got the knockdown, ducking under at Baton Leach. Umpire said advantage can be paid here as it goes up towards the Schilling direction. Schimmelbusch had the front spot knocked away from him, chasing after it Ryan, a little paddle over the boundary line in front of Daniel Fielding, and out she goes, about 80 metres from the Montrose goals. They need a couple in a row, don't they, Ray?
They certainly do. You know, but I was just thinking, with the big man hanging off the ground, would they be better off just standing him in the goal square? I mean, he can rest down there as well. At least it's an opposition player that's got a man up on him.
Big knock by Hall that time, gained every bit of 25 metres, and inside the arc the ball goes.
The Sharks are pretty keen, to get Jarvo back on the ground.
Yeah.
He's been standing at the gates for about the last couple of minutes to try and take advantage of this brief period that Andrew Haining is on the ground.
But with the ball being where it is, it's a 50-metre run for him to get on, so they're going to save it until the
for Jarvo, that'll take double the time of what it would take most blokes.
Coleman got that one. Scotland got the kick away. It was Baton Leach who got a little handball away. Scrambly kick inside forward 50, picked up there by Fielding. Had a little bit of space too, and the kick goes up towards the forward line where Schilling, it was touched off the boot, so the umpire said play on. The faithful were filthy about that one as Shimmer gets a handle on it and knocks it for the safety of the boundary line, and out she goes.
And Billy Schilling's letting the umpire know that he thought that was a mark. But
Well,
the umpire was right on it. He was quick. He called it basically
Straight
before
away.
he marked it.
Around the ground scores, Division 3 boys. A 17-point lead to Churnside Park over Heathmont. Park Orchards lead by 26 over South Belgrave. Templestowe lead by 6 straight goals over Sylvan. An 8-point lead to the Basin over Baronia. Upper Ferntree Gully by 48 over Scoresby, and Warrandyte trail Ringwood by 10 points.
Yeah, what's happened to the Jets, BWS? 2 weeks in a row, maybe.
High throws it in, knocked over the boundary line and out of bounds.
You can put a blanket over 10 clubs, though, in that division.
Exactly right.
I'll continue. Division 4, a 62-point lead to Donvale over Coldstream. Ferntree Gully by 16 points over Surrey Park. A 5-point lead to Forest Hill over Kilsyth. Eastern Lions by 110 over Nunawading. And a 12-point lead to Whitehorse over the Glen Waverley Hawks.
Oh, that's a bit of an upset.
Just trying to get themselves out of a bit of danger here. Colinari lost it, then the kick goes up towards the Schilling direction, knocked away from him, and now the Sharks link up. McGarner's got the handball back, arching the back there was Anaka's got the looping handball over the top, and now here's Scotland on the right boot. Short passes on, and it's a good one too. The Cheese has come a long way out from goal, gets it away to Hooper on the right boot, sends it up towards the wing. It had to be centimetre perfect, and that's exactly what it was. Strong mark by James Monks. He's looking back to try and switch the play.
That should be a throw-in. He's gone in and then came back over the boundary line again. Should be a boundary throw-in.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda as it goes up towards the half-forward line. Kick now, solid mark there by Hamza, who just waited for the football at the right moment. Now he's got a switch on. It's a risky kick too. Johnson was screaming for it. Now a foot race in shoes with Malloy right on his hammer. He did well. Malloy got the handball away. Colinari then linked up out wide. Now the Sharks can go forward up towards the half-forward line looking for Sia Cavallis. Oh, he did well. He beat 2 players. James, he got the handball away. They come inside. They'll have a shot on goal. The Sharks there by Alessi, but he pushed it to the right-hand side. I tell you what, that would have got the Doncaster faithful up and about, but not to be this time. 17.5 minutes gone now in this third term, and the margin is 21 points as we cross down boundary side. Thanks to chiropractic betting, here's Lockie Munro.
Hey guys, Sam Caruso's definitely got the Doncaster jacket on. Doesn't look like he'll be coming back on this quarter, and probably not next quarter. It looks like Doncaster's down to 3 men on the bench.
Well, Alessi got dragged for not putting that one through as the ball comes back in, Gav.
Big long kick out, it falls to Grimwood, he shares it out to Hoare, who gets it backwards to go forwards. Now, it's a 1 versus 1 for now, but 2 Doncaster players now surround Tabata, and he's happy to see it over the line.
Absolutely.
Best result they could have hoped for. High up and under to half forward and out of bounds means they get to reset as they go forward, trying to get within what is a 21-point deficit. They've only got 10 minutes to go with this wind, you'd say. As three-quarter time approaches, nicely walked out of defence by Cosgrove. He gets it to centre forward, hits his target in Cooper. He's kicked 5, but he's 70 metres out, so we're not going to ask for 6 yet. He's looking further afield, puts it towards Lumachisi, Beninga. Lumachisi's got it, hands it off, open goal, 2 metres out. No doubt Ryan puts on a goal, or Saville, is it? We're getting 2 people saying 2 different names, and it's Ryan. who's got the goal. 9-8. Well done, BWS. 9-8-62, pointing to the right man. And Montrose 5-5-35.
Good play by your man down there, Seymour, the Lumachiti. Look, it was a very strong mark, and as soon as he marked it, that hand pass was just super slick.
And how smart was the mark? He just read the flight of the ball, used that big, ample body rather nicely. It was good from him, and it's been good from Doncaster, and Montrose just can't kick 2 in a row.
And good play by Cooper in the middle of the ground. He took that mark and he just held it up and waited until he had options.
His skills are exceptional, Cooper.
Yeah,
every time he touches the football, he makes a smart decision, and his skills are very clean.
He makes the most of every single time he goes near the Sherrin.
Ball back in the middle. Margin is 27 points. Jarvis got that knocked down. Looking for Hill, and just released the football. That was okay. Cavallis gave the don't argue, then ran on with it, got caught, brought to ground. Jarvis backwards, he did okay there. Here's Hill again. Handball over, out wide, back to Cavallis on the right boot. He spears it in, looking for Cooper. Couldn't quite pull it in. Nicely done there by Monks. He goes backwards again. They've got good skills here. Colinari, well, it was barely 15, but the umpire said it was okay, and Rob Colinari will go back and have a ping from just outside the paint.
They're just cleaner with what they do with the ball, aren't they?
Good, weren't they?
Yeah, that was super cool. None of them lost their head at all.
So Colinari going to get pretty close to the man on the mark here as he sets sail for goal. It's a long kick, and he pushed it to the right-hand side. Margin to 28 points out here. 20 minutes gone in this third quarter.
Beninga, he always goes long, and he waits on options, but eventually he always goes as long as he can. Haining goes towards it, but he can't take the mark. At ground level again, Doncaster share it. Jarvis. And Schimmelbusch now got it in the centre of the ground.
Nice.
He looks for wide options. Anarchis runs onto it. He gets within 50. He's put his backside into the man of the mark. Maybe he dishes it off, but now likes to take a shot at goal from beyond 50.
That was smart by Anarchis. He was out there by himself for about 2 minutes. He only just came back onto the ground, and no one really knew who was there.
He just snuck on
very sneaky indeed.
So he's going to have a set shot because all options are taken up. And 28-point lead for Doncaster. Here's a pass. Lead is beautiful, wide open, and no danger of mark not being taken by Monks.
He's in a worse position.
As all Montrose, they just clogged up the middle. They forgot about leading options coming from the goal square, and Monks got into the left pocket for Anarchis just to put in front of himself, and he slid into the mark. 30 metres out. He's got the advantage of being on putting it to the left post and allowing the wind to help it drift into the middle of the goals. Monks yet to get on the board in terms of goals, but he's been very good around high, half forward, going up the ground. He puts it to the right post. What a wobbly ball that was.
Monks' kick was munt.
It was
the
bounced out.
reverse drop punt.
I reckon he was playing for touch, and he got that out wide near the scoreboard. It's 63 playing 35 on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
He knew it was a shocker because he just dragged himself off the ground there.
Umpire throws it in. Haining got a knock on that one. Hill running in.
Missed.
Across the face. I got excited.
You did.
And rightfully so.
And you reined it in at the right moment.
He got a WWF coat hangered as he tried to kick a goal, though, so we'll let him off for that miss.
So Beninga, the last line of defence now for Montrose. Geez, I'd love to just snag one or two just before three-quarter time, get a little bit of momentum going into this final term. So, fair old roost too. Shillings there, knocked by Schimmelbusch. It came down to Jarvis. Handball back, that was okay. Ramboldi, Scotland at the back there on the left boot. He was being pretty cute there, and it was well done there by Saville.
Pinball machine, that was.
Copped one for his troubles as well, but pulled down a strong one. He'll create a bit of a switch here. He's one of my favourite players, Benny Magana's got the handball away. Scotland this way, that way. Had to just squeeze a kick, and it was beautiful too. Jarvis takes it right in the guts out here. He'll go out wide because he's got Myers all by himself and a little bit of time to think this one through. Well, he ran sideways in the end. Back to Scotland.
They're mucking around with it.
On the left. Neat skills there by Scotland. Spotted up his teammate in Saville. On the left now. He'll send it inside forward 50. It's a long kick. Knocked down. Nicely done there by Garthwaite. Got the handball away. It was risky business, no. Emerson Almost
Lucky
copped one
Anderson.
too high.
He hand passed and missed it with his fist.
Out of fresh area. Does that count as prior?
Well, maybe.
Haining got the knockdown. Johnson, beautiful little handball away to right, and he couldn't quite get rid of the football. Needed a little bit more support there. I think Cooper might have been
Unlucky.
legged. Well, it's not lucky if it's there.
No, unlucky that
It's a
Grimwood's
good
tackle
tackle
slipped.
if he was playing rugby union.
Well, it might be a try in the end.
And your man Cooper's got it, BWS.
Daniel Cooper, he'll.
How was he
You'll almost
Ben's
just
man?
you'll almost just slot this through.
How does
you'd
BWS
expect.
get to claim it?
Because I do. So Cooper, he's kicked 5. Super first half. He'd love to say he's kicked a goal in every quarter.
Not now.
Given him a big rap on his skills, and he's just pushed that one high. Lee Macheesy tried to claim it from over the line.
He's kicked 5-4 now.
2.
No, 4.
Don't. All right.
So a minor score. He's had a lot of shots on goal, let's say that.
Yeah. Super Cooper, we're calling him today.
Super Cooper. I
Oh,
like it.
nice,
Right,
Raymond. In the form of your life here.
It's only taken 85 years.
Ooh.
Thanks, Kev.
Turnover and a half
Yeah,
forward.
giving you some credit.
Guess who's doing EFL Sunday by himself tomorrow?
Don't forget there's a game of football out there, gentlemen.
Yes.
There's a turnover at half forward. Mark's been taken by Malloy.
Your boy Malloy.
Yep.
Malloy comes in, sets sail for goal. It's straight. Is it long enough? It might have been touched on the
Oh,
line. Big
the
Dave
umpire had
there said yes, it
I
was.
think he had a bet each way, the goal umpire.
Yeah.
He's right on it.
He knows what he's doing, Dave. Don't you worry about that. Been around a long time. Through for a minor score. 29 points is the margin.
Might be a kick down the middle if Lingwood gets some open
Oh,
space.
dear.
Now Beninga's been forced to play on from the kick out. He takes so long every time.
Nice.
Fist
Myers.
over Tabernar. Myers just punches it into the next suburb.
The man with the poxy haircut.
That was just his timing in doing that
That's
was
quality.
perfect, wasn't it?
The haircut
timing
on the
was-
It's
spoil.
festival. It's festival-like.
It is. Rastafari.
Grant Campbell, the man who's doing the stats this afternoon, thanks to Choose Tap.
Inside 50s, 14-5 in favour of Doncaster. Scotland with 8 kicks this quarter.
Vesio got tackled. It might have been around the shoulder, but the umpire is on the wrong side to see it. Haven't seen much of Vesio at BWS. He's normally one of the better players in the middle for Montrose. Rucks go at it, half back for Montrose. They share it out of the back of the pack. Emberson, he gets tackled as he hand passes.
Hey.
Turnover goes to Colineri. He gets taken high twice.
Oh, he's
Now he's
gone.
going to be picked for holding the ball. He was sitting on the ground going, how many blokes can stand on me?
Was that the first holding the ball that's been paid today?
No, there's been other ones.
Emberson gets it into the middle. Nicely taken by Fielding.
So no.
Fielding goes to the opposite side. And on the wing, it's Beninga who's been stopped from running on by Ryan. So he goes into the middle and finds Goodman. Been a quiet quarter for Goodman.
Yep.
And he gets a kick that gets chopped off, but it still might fall to ground because the mark's been spilled. But in the hands of Cooper at half back, gets it onto Ryan. Ryan shares it around to Scotland. Scotland pushes off one, finally gets his kick, but being rushed, it's been chopped off by Goodman.
He's had a really good quarter, Scotland, across that half-back line.
So
I was just
Goodman
gonna-
runs through the middle, runs to the man of mark, gets taken in a tackle. That's holding the ball.
that the
Nowhere you
first holding
go.
the ball?
Another one.
It's the first holding the ball for twice.
It's the first one since the last one. Okay.
So the kick goes Doncaster's way. Men falling all over the place. And a kick for number 6. No,
It's Saville.
We got excited because the 6 was there, but it was 36 of Saville who kicks it from centre forward. As the 10 pins fell, Saville was there at 40 metres and kicks a goal.
Is that a good quarter, Saville?
Contender for the chiropractic betting goal of the day. A big snap around on the left.
Well,
Absolutely.
I get trip over it every second time. So
That makes it really hard now for Montrose to win this game. They're
Makes it
just short of
difficult.
6 goals down. You know, you can't see them getting back. But look, you never know. There's a quarter and a bit to go, so they've just got to persist.
They haven't fired a shot in this term, the Demons.
Haining. Little handball out wide. Can they snag
excellent,
one
Haining.
right on three-quarter time? No, because Matty Schimmelbusch, the general, takes a strong mark across centre half back. Goes short.
They just have so many options when they get the ball. They've got a man up, Montrose.
Here's Ryan. We'll switch it out wide, and now it's Angelo Rambaldi. Archers are back and then wanted to go on with it. Spears a pass into the middle of the ground where Alessi takes it.
Anaka's here by himself.
Narcus once again has just drifted out to the wing. Player of that class should always be manned as he drives the ball inside forward 50. Up and under it there was Cooper, couldn't get it at the fall of the ball. Here's Beninga. He's had a good game for Montrose today. Beninga has tried really hard as the kick comes out. It's Heath Scotland, who's had a ripper third term, just bangs it on his boot. Bouncing football straight back into the arms of Beninga. It's like kick to kick. Here's Goodman. Got the little handball out. He might ask for it back here and they might create a switch out wide. Where's Bennington? Takes it now. He's got to go. There's not too much longer in this third term. Johnson was asking for it. In fact, it was Matty Langdon. Couldn't pick it up. Here's Colinari. Got the handball. Gave it to Alessi. Alessi. Oh, look at the turn of speed by Alessi. Can he put it through? You little ripper. Yeah, write it down. That's the chiropractic betting goal of the day, you little beauty. And that has almost shut the gates for good out here at Montrose Recreation Reserve. What a third term it has been from the Doncaster Football Club. They call it the Premiership Quarter for a reason. They are on fire. Margin out to 41 points.
Can't help but think, and I don't want to rain on anybody's parade, that should have been holding the ball.
No,
he had a held hand of his jumper as he was taking
matter.
the bounce.
I reckon he bounced it so long in front of himself because he knew he was going to run around the tackler.
Boundary.
And then the tackler didn't stick.
Let's cross down Boundary's side. There's the chiropractic betting. Esmond Aponzo.
The leg speed and the quickness of the Sharks is very evident on ground level.
So Anarchus hands it out the back to Scotland. From centre half back, they're going to reload, and running onto it is Myers. Gets it over the top to Hooper, and they were setting up for another raid, but Doncaster stopped short at three-quarter time, but they've got a big lead. It's 41 points. Doncaster 11-10, 76, and Montrose are 5-5, 35.
Very sharp stuff from you, Gav Casey, and very sharp stuff from the Doncaster Footy Club, who came out there in their premiership quarter and just went bang. And now they take a 41 point lead into the last break. We'll have a short ad break here, then we'll come back to the MRR for the last term. But stay tuned here on 98.1 FM, the home of the Eastern Football League.
Hey man, I've got some weekend goals. First, wake up around lunchtime. Oh yeah. Second,